We're going to go ahead and open ZBA meeting for Tuesday, June 30th, 2026. Let's start with a Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we get started, I'd like to see Kevin Bassett for Romeo. Okay.
I'm a regular member
And you're
now.
on, yeah, you're on, so we're good. And we can start with introductions, if you'd like, Kevin.
Kevin Bassett, alternate.
Gary Anderson, Chair.
Bonnie Winona McKinnon, Vice Chair.
Mary Colvard, member.
Tracy Stickney, Land Use Coordinator.
Before we get into our agenda, we do have an appeal to consider tonight. But I'll just go through the procedural rules. Chairperson shall call the hearing in session and read the application. Members of the board may ask questions at any point during testimony. Each person who appears shall be required to state their name and address, indicate their affiliation to the case. Any member of the board, through the chairperson, may request any party to the case to speak a second time. Any party to the case who wants to ask a question of another party to the case must do so through the chairperson. The applicant shall be called to present their case, and those abutters in favor shall be allowed to speak. Those abutters in opposition shall be allowed to speak as well. The board will hear any evidence that pertains to the case from other parties that wish to speak. The applicant and those in favor shall be allowed to speak in rebuttal. Those in opposition shall be allowed to speak in rebuttal. Chairperson shall present a summary setting forth the facts of the case and the claims made for each side, with the opportunity given for correction from the floor. The hearing shall be declared closed. The board may vote to approve or disapprove the application immediately at the close of the hearing, or wait until the members can prepare their statements of reasons for their vote, with a final decision of the board made within 30 days of the hearing, with a simple majority necessary to validate a decision.
Did you mention that we're not a full board?
Yes, we have,
They have the right to skip this if they want to.
four, right, currently we're missing one of our members, so we have only 4 seated tonight. And so before we even begin to consider anything, we can give the party the option to move this to another date, or can also go ahead and proceed as usual.
And actually, I think they have up until the vote.
Pardon?
They have up until the motions to back out if they want another date, because we're not a full board. So there aren't as many votes as there would be normally, you know?
I just have a point of clarification. Is this a public hearing or meeting?
This is
This is a meeting to consider a right?
I guess it said public hearing
It's
on the other
just-
part, the planning board part.
It's, yeah, for consideration of rehearing.
My only question is, it was noticed as a meeting, not a
Meeting.
hearing.
A meeting.
Because I thought it had to be a meeting first. The board would then determine if we need to hold a public hearing, because that gets noticed differently. But there's no public notice for this, so I don't know if you can hold a public hearing.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, point of order. I have a due process objection for the record. My name is Jeff Hill, 5 Lincoln Drive. I'm the appellant. The notice for tonight identifies only ZBA PB case 26007 SPR appeal Precision Cut Lumber LLC, which is a site plan review hearing, not my RSA 676-5 administrative appeal of the planning board's May 13th interpretation. The notice does not identify the appellant, the decision being appealed, or the subject matter of the appeal as required by RSA 676-7 and New Hampshire case law, including Schuyler, Hussey, Atwater, Weeks, and Plantier. Because the notice is defective, I respectfully object to proceeding and request that the board renotice the matter under the correct case, identify the correct subject matter, and the planning board decision being appealed. Until proper renotice occurs, the May 13th interpretation remains in effect and my appeal remains in effect. I reserve all rights under RSA 676-5, RSA 677, and applicable constitutional protections. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So as tonight we have, I guess we have the option to move this to be reconsidered at another date.
Can I ask a question, Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Did you submit that in writing so we could
No.
read it and absorb it?
No,
Okay. And I assume you don't
Did you
plan?
say would you or did you? Excuse me, I didn't.
I did not, no.
But
He
what-
asked, did I, and I said, no, I did not.
Not that he wouldn't, but that he didn't.
No, he's,
Because I heard it, but I didn't absorb everything he was talking about. So it's up to you, Mr. Chair,
so
how or if you want to go forward.
would we have anybody who wants a motion to continue this case to another date? Or this consideration, I should call it, for appeal?
I can't make a motion until I reread that,
I can let you do it right now if you want.
I think that would be useful.
if that's appropriate, Mr. Chair.
Do you want me to make copies and pass it out?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Sure, thank you. At the moment now. I'm looking for those.
Okay.
So while we're waiting for those copies, I would still first ask the members if they've all received the confidential attorney the letter from the attorney.
I have,
I have.
So,
I have.
and has everybody had a chance to look at it?
I have.
Okay, and Bonnie, are you comfortable?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll wait for the copies to come back, and I would suggest that we can go into a non-public to at least consider that tonight.
Okay.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, I can.
Thank you.
Just pass the paper around. Thank you.
Thanks.
So what I'll do is I'll read this so we're all clear on what
Okay.
we just received. Mr. Chair, point of order, I have due process objection for the record. The notice for tonight identifies only ZBA Planning Board case to number 26-007 SPR, Appeal Precision Cut Lumber LLC, which is a site plan review hearing, not my RSA 6765 administrative appeal of the planning board's May 13 interpretation. The notice does not identify the appellant, the decision being appealed, or the subject matter of the appeal as required by RSA 676-7 and New Hampshire case law, including Schuyler, Hussey, Atwood, Weeks, Plantier. Because the notice is defective, I respectfully object to proceeding and request that the board renotice the matter under the current case, identifying the correct subject matter and the planning board decision being appealed. Until proper renotice occurs, the May 13 interpretation remains in effect and my appeal remains in effect. I reserve all rights under RSA 676-5, RSA 677, and applicable constitutional protections.
Mr. Chair, do you know, second sentence, he says not my RS 6765, does that have a case number?
I'll have to go through.
Is it this one?
Case number.
We have a copy of that was sent to us,
Understood?
zoning board of adjustment, and what our function is in terms of an appeal.
But it says his administrative appeal of the planning board, so does that administrative appeal have a case number?
That I can't answer.
I don't believe it does.
Does it exist?
Gary, this is the zoning board.
The
of
wording
adjustment
implies that
public
it
hearing notice.
exists,
ZBA PB case number.
and I just want,
Well,
SPR,
the administrative
planning board
appeal
number.
That is,
exists. I'm not responsible for assigning a case number.
understood.
yes, can I see that?
Yes.
I assigned it that ZBA, then the PB, and then pretty much similar, but I added appeal in it to tie it to that May 15th, 13th rather, file.
Okay,
So it's very similar. So I assigned that case number.
There is a
The
case number.
ZBA PB case
Can you
26-007
read it to him?
SPR, and then appeal Precision Cut Lumber LLC.
okay, now I'm tracking.
It's on this one, Kevin.
Right.
Yeah, yep, I got that, but
It was the cover sheet on on his notice of appeal.
so the applicant's problem is that he doesn't think it was noticed properly, is that?
That's
Is that your
how I
interpret-
understand what we received here.
So how would we give guidance on whether that's true or not?
I think the confusion here is that the case number is tied, and I'm going to defer to Tracy, she just said this, it's tied to the planning board case. Am I correct about that?
Yes, because
The
on
number
the
is,
first page of the appeal, where it was directly cited in the May 13th meeting, that's why I made the name of it similar, so it could tie to that case, because I felt strongly that that was,
So it's, so,
I didn't know how else to really label it other than what I did. I mean, I'm happy to change it if you have a better idea. I really didn't know what else to label it.
Well, it makes sense because it's a way to track the progress.
Yeah, because it tied directly to that case, so that's why I used a similar name.
so it does appear that it was noticed properly from what we're seeing.
I had a lot of eyes look at it.
Well, I think,
Leah
Yeah.
and Ellen and,
is it that on this, where it says the appeal, that it says the intent is the construction of the 2 chicken houses, rather than, I think, the whole thing, right? I'm trying to clarify it.
The fact that you need to clarify it is evidence that it is, the notice is not proper. The average person in the public should be able to read the notice and know exactly what's going on here tonight, or what's supposed to be going on here tonight. It has nothing to do with the chicken house. It has nothing to do with precision cut lumber. It has to do with improper procedure and process by the planning board, and an improper interpretation of zoning ordinance by the planning board. That's what the appeal is about. Because it's not noticed properly, there's no way of knowing that. If I asked 10 people out on the street who the appellant is, nobody is going to give the correct answer because my name isn't on it.
Ian, you have something to add?
Yeah, I think it's, I share some of the confusion with Mr. Hill. I guess I'm still more stuck on that. I see that there was a union leader posting. Was there certified mails that went out?
no,
So I just want to clarify, I don't think, if the board makes a decision, I don't think there can be a decision tonight because it can't be a hearing. So I want to clarify that. I know it was noticed as a meeting, but I'm not even sure a vote can be taken tonight because the posting in the paper is one part of it, but certified mailing, that's in 676-7 as well. So our position is, like, I don't think the board can take an action tonight, whether we agree or not. So I guess we'd agree procedurally, I think, that it might not be.
I don't think administrative appeals need the same abutter notice and all of that the site plan review hearing would need.
Well, the 676-7 that you refer to does describe all of the necessary elements that need to be in one of the certified mailing notifications.
It was my understanding that administrative appeals didn't need that component of the notification.
For this hearing, this was supposed to be we're not supposed to talk, they discuss it to see
So-
if there's gonna be an appeal.
Yeah, I'm just
So I'm
confused
gonna
if it's a meeting or a
suggest
hearing.
to the board if we would like to consider renoticing this, changing the wording to more fit the appeal. We'll have to
Well, I have a question. Since Tracy said she ran it by a lot of people in the office, including Ellen.
Right.
People who know procedure is part of their weekly life. Then I have to wonder.
Right.
You know, we're getting advice from these 2 guys, but are they qualified to give us advice? I don't know. I honestly don't know. So,
should we go into non-public?
Yeah, we were gonna do that anyway, so I guess that's an opportunity for us to consider a couple things not public. So,
If it's helpful, I can be more specific about the case law.
well,
someone sent us a lot of case law, was it you? And there's different ways of interpreting everything, and we have advice from our own legal counsel,
Right.
and we have your advice, and they're not always the same, so I'm not sure that would be productive.
Okay.
Because we don't have anybody else to say the opposite or or to say, no, that's not quite right, or whatever. We are, you know, citizens, we're not attorneys. So I'm just trying to keep it all fair.
Either.
So I would entertain a motion to go into non-public and come back and
I so
Continue.
move that we go
Okay.
into
Do-
non-public session.
under, if you can read the RSA, do you have it in front of you?
For non-public,
Yes,
If you
it's
tell
on
it-
the agenda.
is where?
It's right on the agenda, top line on the agenda.
Well, that's the one piece of paper I don't have in front of me.
Gary took mine too. No, he had one and I didn't have it.
Okay, oh yeah, I did have it in front of me. That we move into non-public session in accordance with RSA 91-A:3, Roman numeral 2.L.
And do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Kevin. Let's take a roll call. Start, Kevin.
Kevin Bassett?
Gary Anderson, aye.
Bonnie Winona McKinnon, aye.
Mary Covart, aye.
Okay. 7:25, we'll be right back,
Where are we going?
just across the hall.
Okay.
You only win money.
I'd like to know.
Why were they?
Why not, aren't they?
I guess they weren't supposed to be.
Jeff, some of my confusion is that they read all the hearing guidance in the beginning.
Excuse me?
They read all the hearing guidance in the beginning.
Yeah.
But this actually, the way they noticed it is a meeting to then hold a hearing. I think there's a lot of confusion on the steps and the procedure.
Yeah.
Well,
that's,
because they actually can, they can make a motion tonight, so they can't make a motion to push it back from the board yet. They can make a motion to hold a hearing, and then they get the hearing, they can, then they can push it back. It's a two-step process for any sort of appeal. I think
the other thing that's, that
they're confused
the other
about
thing
that.
is that on the public meeting notice, it says that the planning board will enter non-public. It doesn't say the zoning board.
Yeah,
So
was
that
that what it
implies
was?
that,
Yes.
it implies that the planning board was gonna be here tonight.
And they're not.
No, because they would have a quorum and it wouldn't have been noticed, so that would be a bigger problem. I didn't even notice that part of it,
That stuff
It seems
out in
like
my
a
mind
chop,
is, okay,
it's-
what does that mean?
it's chopped. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, that part is. I can understand the case number to a degree, because their system only tracks case numbers a certain way. And they normally don't give appeals case numbers, but you're not appealing the case, then it's easy, it's just the case number and the appeal. You're doing an administrative appeal to the board, and we're on the other, yeah. I think there's a lot of confusion about the procedure.
It
Yeah,
just makes it
it's-
tough to navigate the whole process.
Yeah, it's essentially a regurgitation of one of the planning board notices.
Yeah.
And it's
I
just
think the biggest
considering,
thing everyone's overlooking is 60% of my property is residential agricultural.
yeah, that's not what we're doing, but then, I don't want to do like, somebody else. Alright, my friend Bill here is about to do a fabulous.
I just want to sort of
Agreement if they choose to push it. You know, they can't even meet next Wednesday because even if they want to reconvene next Tuesday, you have to have
they may all be short. Not a word. Yeah, it wasn't part of the. I Thursday before, she didn't notify me back till Monday.
That she got it?
Um,
That she got it? Or-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and
This one's okay.
she had 5 days from then to give me all the information.
I haven't done a lot of doubt for this, but I know like if they can't get it to your commissioners, they have to at least notify you what time they have to justify it. Those are very prescribed, like
Yeah.
why. But why would they have to know?
Yeah.
Is it because there's a
Well-
you have to fill out? I know you included it in the document.
Her email does not, she told me she would give me all the information, and this is, confidential.
Alternative.
Like these little
Yeah,
pads
and
that,
then I'll still get it, the attorney privilege is
top left has to.
for the town.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's
Oh,
right.
that was one, you got that, okay, I'm gonna do that to my room, because it does, you know, brings up the whole building.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm thinking about pulling the whole thing.
If you get shook around.
Well, the complaint that I filed, what they did during that last hearing, put us into court no matter what. I don't have to even have a building. They violated my rights by yelling at me. Would not take me answer.
I can tell you that the bird. I was talking about a random property.
That was my next step anyway.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
They're reviewing. I don't mean that, I can only from that, but
He just is way overboard. When you started screaming at me because I said, "Whoa,"
stand off.
they didn't want me to vote. In talking about this, I've got 2 companies, and 6 people that don't get up and they were talking about what was going on at the planning board. They were just degrading me and my company. And I'm going after each and every one of them.
I don't think they were supposed to be, I think that they shouldn't have written planning board on the, I should have written zoning board.
Everyone is in hysterics over the electric hearing and the frog comment.
I don't even, I'm not even outside. We're passionate.
I think somebody told them to say that because there's some wetlands back out back, you know what I mean? So, say, you know, electric and frogs. My personal favorite is you can't have eggs without roosters. Yeah. So depending on what they do, yeah, I think it's kind of slick to be busy.
They don't wanna take a vote in here. Technically, the applicant of the appeal is requested. They amend their appeal, or amend their notice. I don't know, they're a big gray area right now. They don't know.
Just seeing what the lawyer had to say.
This didn't need a notice.
Well, it's the same sort of thing that happened on the meetings, oh, you weren't there.
This doesn't need a notice.
The,
This is not a hearing.
gone into non-public session, they made all decisions in non-public session, that was part of the problem. Well, I didn't know that that was a problem at the time.
They usually keep old cases on here. Current applications.
Basically, it doesn't really matter what they do from this point on, because
Street.
No notice.
Well, they're notifying, they're not gonna do anything. Hey Jeff, do you mind if I ask, did they make you pay fees for noticing for this?
Nope.
I think their application is on script. If you go for their, if you look up their appeal, administrative appeal application, at the very end, there's a fee thing. It talks about paper individuals, which is like when you get to the hearing. But they've noticed, there are all these different appeals, they're noticing them, and they're paying for it in the union leader. But then not doing, like, why notice in the paper if you're not gonna notice the abutters?
Yeah, cause they, on the hearing part,
that's
on the
right.
last appeal, we're getting pretty used to this. On the last appeal, we weren't even notified. We found out by accident.
so did we.
Yep, so do we.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They don't have to give anybody a notice, they put it in the paper. They don't have to send them out
I don't even
like you
know.
do with the hearing.
I don't even know if that's right.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but I'm just going by past.
Yeah.
So we weren't even allowed to talk, so when he started saying testimony and stuff, I'm like, that ain't me.
Exactly,
Right, yeah.
They're supposed to decide whether they're even gonna hear this appeal.
I think all parties wanna make sure that we follow the right procedure no matter what.
Yo, that's where everything gets so muddled
muddled.
with the whole
Exactly.
process here, is it's not
It's
being
confusing.
done properly.
Right,
Right, and
the wording is not there. It's something
When it said that
missing.
the planning board was gonna go into non-public
Yeah,
session
that's-
tonight, I was like, what does that mean? And then I had to,
unfortunately typos,
I thought
you can
that,
appeal a decision because of a typo in a previous notice too, there is a, so it's little things
I
like
thought
that.
that was for something else they were going into a non-public for, because I filed a complaint from the last meeting,
oh, okay.
a huge complaint.
But I think, yeah, I don't know, I guess I don't know what they're here for.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause they did do the union leader notice for you for the last one too, but it. Just so you could.
I thought this was gonna be some.
So last time, I might be wrong last time. Oh, so no. Unless she didn't upload the union leader, she didn't upload to the union leader last time for the appeal.
Yeah, cause I remember we found out by accident like the night before.
This, I'm looking at the even the public meeting notice is in the same form last time. I don't know what's going on. Jeff, do you happen to have the public meeting, the notice for this meeting?
Uh-huh.
Just cause I wanna flip between it. Again, this process bugs me. So, you know. Different from the last email too, but okay. Something like, they put this one in the paper, but the previous appeal wasn't put in the paper because it was a consideration. I don't know what's going on. The more I think about it, I'm just gonna confuse myself, more problems.
Join the club.
Sarah postponed till August.
I don't have to get
Probably pretty busy time of year for her, like, well, you say grant fund comes out this week, this month, so.
Yeah, she said I have to complete some stuff for people that it won't affect your process.
Yeah.
So by putting it off till August, I said, no, that's fine. I sent her an email this morning saying that guy came out and did all his thing, and he'd be, I think, pretty much the same guy that should have come.
Yeah, I mean, you would hope, right, he's basically saying, using your past experience, we get feedback. We'd hope, yeah, we'd hope you kind of do that.
So, we got 2 more deals now. So I'm up fixing the roof with the ponds and all, right? And Kayla goes, wait, you got a bald eagle, and I looked, I shit you not, I could have reached out and touched on that thing, it was gorgeous, it was huge. Yeah, he was definitely a big boy. And I was like, whoa. So I go, hey, and instead of swerving down, he went up. He took off. Same thing today. But this one was a little smaller, which I'm thinking maybe the kid. Which is kind of cool. I think they were there for the rabbits.
How was it? You know, I've seen a lot of rabbits in this area that I hadn't seen. Like
Yeah,
just activity. I'm used to the Cape. We see them multi-colored, they're all over. The Cape is infested with rabbits.
we,
But I'm surprised how I never used to, and I feel like I'm just driving around, I've seen it.
yeah, in the this year, in 6 months, maybe fall of last year.
Yeah.
We started seeing rabbits, and we haven't seen them, and we have a lot of hawks and stuff in the area, you know what I mean? So I attributed that to, that's why we don't see any rabbits. But now there's like 8 of them in my front yard the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice to see.
Yeah, no, they're pretty cool. But they were crouched down for like an hour today, so I think the eagle was after them.
They were staying low. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna go cut the top front yard, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Kayla's like, you can't do that to them poor rabbits with those eagles around. I'm like, come on, really? Now I can't cut the lawn because of the rabbits. She agreed to let me cut the front bank.
Along the road.
Yeah, as soon as everything comes
The
to
state's gonna cut it anyway if you
Yeah.
don't, so.
And, I don't know, they came by and cut everything else, didn't touch us.
I wonder, so there was a program the state ran years ago, because I don't know if you noticed, like, when you're at the highway, sometimes they have wildflower areas that they like stake inside and say don't cut, because they tell them mowers don't go here. Is that I feel like they must have done some training with the crews that do the sides of the roads, because you're right, like, they're trained to be like, oh, did somebody actually plant something near the road? Okay, it's a really a problem, if not, leave it. So that might be it, I mean, it might be
Yeah.
like, you know, if it's not like a hazardous junk.
Cause I got several people that come by.
You've seen up the road from you, the vacant lot, of stuff that they have.
Yep, yep.
Is they have the winter berry, people just pull up on the side of Route 4 and start picking at them,
Oh, yeah.
it's suicidal, it's like one of the worst sections of Route 4 right there.
Yeah, yeah.
But there must be there's a little wet pocket on the side of the road, where winter berries are on there.
It looks nice, but it's only looks nice for like a month. But I'm telling you, I have this grass, it's supposed to grow 15 feet tall. It's supposed to spread out 4 by 4 in the front there, and I planted it to make the garden. That's already 6 feet high this year.
It's like, you know, I mean, you're to year 2, 3, stuff starts to really pop.
Yeah. Cause I think the tallest it's got is like 7 feet, maybe 8 feet.
It's
Really, like, that's a little shy of 15, you know? But last year I was able to clear up the yard part. I use, because once the monarchs come, if any of their plants there that they nest, yeah, that they nest on.
I've got some milkweed popping in my house, actually, I don't know how I got there, but.
Listen, I am so sick of hearing. Nest on the top, they swarm out like overnight, put eggs in it.
Are they protection?
Kayla told me unless she's lying to me, just not disturb them. I mean, I didn't look it up, but she said, wait, you can't touch that, that's federally protected. I said, I'm for the side.
She just said something, everything's federally protected.
Yeah, every time I turn around, something's federal. Young birds are starting to lay eggs. That's how far behind everything is. That's why after the 8th, I'm just gonna tell them. Use the food containers, temporary shelters. Yeah, they're coming up to this.
Very inconvenient. They know, like, that's why they didn't want it. Yeah, well, yeah, to back them up. Oh, small crew, they don't take much longer. Started looking at, even like thinking about the like 9 mile bar. I stay now, I heard about the next stuff. Probably perfect. Utilities. That's 27 years. It's like I drew a line. I love it. Did not tell that. Still not able to build the house 37 years ago. Did not put much money into it. They're like, we have a mortgage, we'll sit on it. Exactly. Different schmuck from out of Massachusetts, didn't like to pay 25 grand of that. Well, your house back is selling if you want. Keep trying to figure out. And that's just build something. One of them is the land is 34 inches. It's the under code. And it has a second story like hallway loft, so it's like right like a hotel. You want to go like, I'm just, it's almost like clean, so I don't want to. Not that problem. There's a chance I keep it. There's actually a chance the wrong person can't get additional one. But if you raise your flags, it was a code problem. They don't let you do it from the additional one. Once it's taken care of before, but for not to do it. So check before.
Yeah.
Also don't think 34 inches was the code back then. I think it's been 36 for a long time. At 36, it's true.
36 to 42, right?
It's 36 to 42. 40 is the minimum for commercial applications. I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Stuff. But like 30, even then, 36, if you're on a second story like that, that's for 6 inches to 40. 8 inches to 42.
Won't be long.
I know.
Makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Like 36 is still really short.
Do I have it on mine? I have it
I think
on
everyone
the other one, yeah.
else will put an RV in the backyard and one of the kids can sleep there.
That's right.
Everybody asks me how Nottingham is, I tell them, "Shh, you wanna give up all your rights, I suggest go to Russia, I think you got more rights."
Oh, and I voted.
I wrote into it.
Excuse me.
You're texting them.
No, sorry, that's all right. This is the guy that, I forgot to get back to him last week.
What though? Oh, it'll be finally decided. Tell people to join me.
It's a Facebook marketplace thing, it's my use tag.
He has already told us it's not the law, it's mere suggestion. No recommendation. These people are gonna try and put it on me as stuff I have to do. Just to approve. Yes. And I'm gonna say, do what you gotta do, cause I'm done arguing, especially if they didn't remove the 3 people from the board that I requested.
I would say that if you want to, if they're gonna do that, you want to look at the application, you don't even know. You technically could have that conditional approval, you can still submit a request to revoke the conditional approval, and then they can submit that.
Yeah.
In fact,
Okay, move we come back into public session. From our non-public session.
Second?
Second.
Approve. Do we have to
All
vote?
in favor? Aye. So we have come to a conclusion for this evening and talked about how we do have legal advice based on everything that we've done tonight, and everything that we've done coming into this hearing. So with that, I would entertain a motion to take action.
Mr. Chair, do you want to visit the 5-member board question with the folks before that motion?
It's a good idea.
Yeah, so just make it clear that we do have only 4 members. And so we're
And we're assuming you all are good with us going
wanna
forward with 4
make
members?
sure that the appealant is,
Well, based on my statement, my feeling is that any decision that you make after what I've read can be reversed anyway. So I don't know what you're planning, so I don't know.
Well, because we don't have 5 members, you could postpone this meeting until we do. That's the question.
right, that's
It's up to you guys.
the only other option.
No,
I know.
they are.
And it could be reposted, right?
It'll be reposted, is that what you said?
Yeah, renotice.
Renotice.
Renoticed, correct. Well, in that case, well, I'll leave it up to the board as to.
So you wanna go forward tonight? Yes? I'm
So-
still not clear what they
I'm not
wish.
sure what, I'm not clear either.
I think Mr. Hill has to speak.
This needs to be renoticed, yes, if that's what you're deciding to do, that's.
No,
So
that's.
we haven't decided that, but we're giving you the option based on having only 4 members tonight to move to another
Well,
date.
what's the option?
All applicants have the right to be heard by a complete board.
Oh, okay, so
That's what we're,
That's
that's what we're
so
asking you.
wait till the next meeting.
Or you
the
could
full
wait
board.
Either-
for a subsequent meeting, correct?
Yes. We can wait till we have 5 members.
Just we're only
Hopefully.
4. Right.
So, yeah.
But the next meeting, if it's just a continuance of this notice, we're just gonna have the same thing at the next meeting, right?
It could be, yes.
Depending
But
on how many.
the only
If-
difference
if it
might be
isn't-
the number of
If it
members.
isn't renoticed, and there were 5 people here, and it was never renoticed, it was just a continuation of the notice that's already out there,
That's correct.
then all we're gonna do is repeat what we did tonight. Am I correct?
Right,
In front of 5 instead of 4.
it'd just be a different, possibly different makeup of board members.
Okay, well, we'll postpone to the next meeting, but hopefully we more members.
I don't know, I don't. It's really kicking the can down the road.
Well, we can move,
Still your
move
decision.
forward then.
Oh, when would this be continued to?
Tracy, do you know?
Tracy,
That I don't know. I think we need to consult with legal because legal saw that notice and we didn't have an issue. So I'm kind of concerned where you gave this info to us now and we didn't have anybody be able to read what you're saying. I think we need to get more information before we could even decide, because we don't even know how
Okay,
much
well
time, because
then-
I knew
all
we
right,
had
then-
30 days for the appeal. That's how we, made it to today, because the holiday would have messed us up if we went
Right,
Yeah.
any further. So I don't know if we get another 30 days, or I really don't know. I'd hate to say one thing and be wrong.
well, why don't we do a continuance to another day and then at least we know where we're starting from? And, we just go from there, I guess. But the continuance is on the same notice that's already out there, right?
right, it'd be the same notice, just, it would be obvious that it's a continuation of this, hearing.
Okay, so it would be, if I go to the zoning board site and I look at the notice, it'll say that it's continued until whatever date,
Right.
but it'll be the same notice.
Be a full board.
Okay, so we have,
Does that make sense, or?
Yeah, I guess, just one point, and this is more for Tracy if she's gonna consult. If legal is reviewing 676-7, which is the public hearing portion.
This is not a public hearing, Bill.
Correct, but the public hearing has to happen within 45 days of the receipt of the notice. So like, this is, I know, the meeting to determine if there will be a hearing. But that hearing has a 45-day clock on it, is my understanding from the appeal. So I believe, I see a June 5th date on the application. So I believe the 45-day clock is from there. That's why these usually get scheduled like pretty quick to determine if we can then do it. So I guess that's just like, if we need to consider the calendar.
So 45 days from
I
the,
think so, and that's the 676:7 that,
But it might be considered that we didn't hear it.
right, but he technically filed the application, which starts the clock on. So that's, I mean, ultimately, this is for legal review, I just wanna make sure that there's, I know that we all have to be conscious of that.
yeah, I'll look into that.
But
Thank
again,
you.
like, I'm just more so just commenting on that. Thank you.
thank you.
Let's see.
So that being said,
We would go
Mr. Chair,
forward.
do you need a motion to continue this based upon the input from the applicant?
So continue to be
Excuse me.
determined, date to be determined, so we can find out before we set a date and it's wrong, because it's gonna go out to the public, and I'd rather have a no date than a wrong date, if you know what I mean.
so we can continue, to a date to be determined.
That's what I'm thinking, better than be a wrong date.
We can check with legal on that.
Yeah.
Okay, entertain a motion then to continue to an unknown date as of this
Mary,
evening.
you want this one?
Sure, I think, but you can correct me if I don't do it right. Okay, I move that we continue this hearing on on zoning board, well, ZBA PB case number 26-007 SPR appeal Precision Cut Lumber LLC 123 Old Turnpike Road. Be continued to a date to be determined. Are we okay?
So, you have a
I believe it
second?
is.
I'll second it.
Second by Bonnie. All in favor? Aye. Okay, for tonight, thank you.
Motion, you got motion to adjourn?
Motion
Motion
to
to
adjourn,
adjourn?
yes. Do we have-
I move we adjourn.
I second it, or no, Kevin's
Mary,
got it.
You got it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.